Hello and welcome, my name is Alex and this is a review of Gameweek 7 and my transfer plans and my team selection for Gameweek 8. This has been a fantastic game week. I managed to gain a 55% gain of my rank and I'm sitting at 472k, which is much better than I imagined compared to most of the YouTube channels that I follow. I'm a little bit ahead just because I think I chose Haaland from the get-go and ignored Salah. I made a few mistakes here and there, but the transfers that I make panned out well. Of course, I sold Gakpo and Gabriel and Timber delivered, and it's nice to have them for the foreseeable future. Gordon unfortunately was subbed off and he didn't take the penalty. Walter Mada took the penalty, so I don't even know if Gordon is a good pick from now on. It could be nice to have the likes of Sar. It could be nice to have a slight change of my midfield, but realistically, I was planning to bench boost next game week. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be doing this from now on. I want to save some transfers. So here's how I am going to be lining up for the game week number 8, and Petrovic is in goal. It feels like there is no need to double up on Bournemouth defense. So Senesi, even though he can come up with some defensive contribution points, he's on the bench, and I had a feeling that I may want to bench boost this team if I get rid of Grealish, but it feels like Grealish is a nice differential for me, so I may keep him. He's ineligible to face his parent club, so he's on my bench then. And Dubravka against Leeds, I may just start him. It feels like Crystal Palace have the capacity to score some goals against Bournemouth, so it could be Dubravka in goal instead come the deadline. In my defense, I have Pedro Porro, who scored somehow 7 points. Interestingly, they counted. And of course, we have Munoz as well. I didn't really focus on defensive contribution points players that heavily. And it's nice to have Munoz, a differential, a player who likes to take shots. He earns penalties. And it just in general feels like a slight differential. Then Gabriel, a player that almost everyone has. And then Timber, a differential. So this was one of the transfers that panned out pretty well. He may come up with an assist or a crazy haul as well. Not against Fulham, but they have great fixtures. And in my midfield, I think that's why I'm saving my transfer. I want to get Saka somehow, and I may sell just some high-value asset like Joao Pedro or Mateta, which I don't want to sell Joao Pedro. I may just want to stock up on Chelsea defenders instead, because Chelsea have fantastic run of fixtures. So it could be Mateta who is leaving the team, and then instead it's going to be like a further attacker, and then I may just get rid of Kudus or Reinders even, and get Saka instead if I have the money, and I don't really have that much money. But Gordon is a player that I hope starting and playing enough to get a penalty and score it, because last time it was Walter Mata who did that. And then Kudus against Aston Villa, double up on Tottenham players. I feel like they can score some goals. Aston Villa aren't really looking that convincing. And Semenyo against Crystal Palace, you just can't bench Semenyo, just like a player that everyone owns at this point. I save some money, and then of course I have some points too. Reinders against Everton. It's a nice pick, I feel like. And then in attack, I have Haaland, who is a captain. There is no need to go crazy rogue differential with captaincy. And Joao Pedro is my another attacker. And I know that this is not the most optimal team, but I don't think I need to make some transfers because I'm already benching some good players. Dubravka against Leeds, who may just start for me. And then, of course, Mateta against Bournemouth, he can easily score. Senesi, he can get some contribution points. This is a very bench-boostable team, if not for Grealish. I feel like wasting a transfer just to activate the chip isn't really a good idea. So I may just save my transfer. This will be my team. I'm hoping to break into 100k by the end of the year. It will be fantastic to grow from there. And it's just a nice position to be in. And I hope you have a productive week in FPL. I want to jinx everyone who is not in my team. And I'll see you next one. Peace.